All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite Mexican Renko here. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. Today, we're going to be talking about the justice system. More specifically, the unfairness and the rigged nature of the justice system in the USA. I know a lot of people watching right now are like, yo, what the f***? You talk about other shit, bro. Why are you talking about this? The reason why I want to talk about this is because I recently read a disgustingly egregious headline that just proves my point about how rigged and pay to win the justice system is. Now, before I show this headline, I do want to give a warning. It is egregious and disgusting, as I said, so viewer discretion is advised. Check this out. I was scrolling on Twitter the other day. I know, first mistake, but this headline popped up on my feed. Megachurch pastor pleads guilty to raping 12-year-old girl, sentenced to only 6 months in county jail, Oklahoma. Now, after reading this, I was immediately enraged and also curious about this case, because how is dude getting let off on 6 months for this type of crime? This dude deserves 600 months in prison, not 6 months. So I checked out the news article. Pawhuska, Oklahoma, Robert Morris, the Texas megachurch pastor who built Gateway Church into one of the largest congregations in the country, pleaded guilty Thursday in Osage County District Court to charges that he sexually abused a girl in the 1980s. So this dude's name is Robert Morris. Immediately after reading this, I checked out his net worth, right? Because I'm like, okay, let's see how rich dude is. Keep in mind that even before reading this case, I had already knew that the justice system was pay to win. And if you believe that it's not, I truly believe you're ignorant, because it's kind of been obvious for quite some time now that the justice system has been pay to win, and that rich people are usually let off with a slap on the wrist for certain crimes that would be deserving of much more time. And sometimes they don't even have to follow the rules. Like, I swear to God, some people live above the law. I truly believe it. I don't really know exactly how to prove it, but if there's anything that can prove that, it would be this story right here. So look, this Robert Morris guy's net worth is $117 million, bro. So he's like slowly making his way up to billionaire status. Morris, 64, entered the plea before Judge Cindy Pickerill, admitting to 5 felony counts of lewd or indecent acts with a child under a negotiated plea agreement. He was given a 10-year sentence, but he will only serve 6 months in the county jail. A little slap on the wrist there. He must also register as a sex offender and pay $250,000 in restitution. So this dude was facing 10 years in prison, and they really just ended the case with, hey, you know what? You can just spend 6 months in the county jail. How about that? And that just blows my mind, bro. Like, I can't believe he lowered his sentence that much. Like, are we sure there wasn't any dinners or lunches maybe between the judge and this megachurch pastor? I'm not accusing them of that. I'm just simply asking a question. I'm curious. Like, was there any negotiations potentially going on that influenced the result of this case? Because 6 months in county jail is such a weak punishment for the crime that he committed. And the fact that he had 5 counts of it, that's just crazy. He had 5 charges of lewd or indecent acts with a child, and they're giving him the punishment of 6 months in county jail, which is equivalent to the punishment of like a timeout to a child, if you really think about it. For those who didn't know, pedos usually get like 10 to 25 years or even up to life for cases like this. So when you see that this guy did these crimes 5 different times and he's getting 6 months in jail, I can't wrap my brain around that, bro. I can't think of a single reason for why he would be let off this easy, other than the fact that he probably paid off the judge or has money or something like that. I mean, look at his face in the picture. He knows he's gonna be fine. He doesn't give a f that he got caught. Look at that face. Bro's nonchalant about this shit. And it's also just a slap in the face to the victim. Like, hey, so this guy touched you while you were a child, but he's only going to spend 6 months in jail. We think that'll teach him a good lesson. It's just such an infuriating result to a case. It almost seems like the justice system is just straight coddling this man throughout this entire case, and you really can't help but wonder why. Especially when there's justice system cases like this. A Tyler, Texas man who stole a lawnmower sentenced to 16 years in prison. First of all, 16 years for a stolen lawnmower? Are we serious? Obviously, you can't steal lawnmowers and you might get arrested if you do something like that, of course, but to sentence him for 16 years, first of all, that's an absurd amount of time, and second of all, why isn't this dude getting 16 years? That's what we should be asking. This dude sexually assaulted children 40 years ago. This is the literal face of evil, and for some reason, this guy gets a punishment that's 32 times worse than this guy's. Make that make sense to me. What type of backwards ass justice system is this? It's a justice system that lets a literal child predator get a punishment that's 32 times less severe than the punishment of a man who stole a lawnmower. What? It's painfully obvious at this point that the justice system is pay to win and just completely rigged. If you're rich and never get convicted of a serious crime, don't worry. You're in luck, especially if you have a really expensive lawyer, because they will do their best job and usually succeed in getting you the lightest sentence possible, especially if you have a lot of money to give them. Money talks. Now, if you're broke on the other hand, then I don't know, it might be over for you. You might be cooked. They're just going to give you whatever punishment they want to give you. Your fate is in their hands, essentially. Anyways, continuing on with the article about the pastor, the plea represents a remarkable fall for Morris, who founded Gateway in 2000 in South Lake, Texas, and grew it into a megachurch with tens of thousands of weekly attendees. So this guy was a giant investor in megachurches, it sounds like. His sermons were broadcast to audiences around the world. Damn, somebody didn't proofread this article before they dropped it. That's crazy. NBC doesn't even know basic grammar. NBC? More like NPC. His sermons were broadcasted to audiences around the world. His books became bestsellers in evangelical circles, and he served as a faith advisor to President Donald Trump. Interesting. So this is the guy who is guiding Donald Trump on his spiritual journey. Yo, we are so cooked. Holy fuck. Yeah, no, in all reality, I'm just laughing at the absurdity of this because, oh my god. Obviously, it's disgusting what this guy is going to be able to get away with, and he should be in prison for a much longer time. The fact that he's not even in prison in general is just diabolical to me. Like, 6 months in jail in the grand scheme of punishments is not that big of a punishment at all. It's a very boo-boo ass punishment. I'm pretty sure that's the punishment they give to, like, people who drink and drive. Those people get 6 months in jail too, sometimes. I don't know if it's always, probably not, but I'm sure there are a few people who have DUIs who have gotten 6 months in jail. And it's just crazy knowing that this guy is getting the same punishments as those people. Overall, my final thoughts on this are that I think rich and poor people need to get the same punishments. It doesn't matter how much money you have. I think, I don't know. The justice system needs to be a little less broken and unfair, and it needs to be more congruent and equal. As I've said throughout this video, it's obviously pay to win at this point. I think most people know that, but for those who didn't, now you know. This shit's been rigged for a while now. And yeah, I just wanted to randomly talk about that and yap about that for today. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions about this. If you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like. It definitely helps me out in the algorithm. And if y'all want to see more content like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe. That also helps me out quite a bit. I also have my Spotify show back up, so definitely run that up and comment down below if you're watching on Spotify. I love y'all. And with that all being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure y'all are staying hydrated, safe, and healthy. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.